Now, Steve got a sitcom where he's the principal and he wears a suit. Steve Harvey, a man once celebrated as a king of daytime television and a beloved figure in comedy, is facing a storm unlike anything he's seen before. For decades, he entertained millions with his humor, charm, and unmistakable personality. But recent events suggest that his position at the top might not be as secure as it once was. Fans are divided, critics are talking, and some of Harvey's decisions have sparked heated conversations online. Something seems to be shifting in the world of one of television's most recognizable faces, and everyone has been so shocked by the sudden events. And this will surprise you, too. Steve Harvey, born Brick Stephen Harvey on January 17, 1957 in Welch, West Virginia, began a life that would eventually place him among the most recognizable figures in American entertainment. His early years in West Virginia were shaped by the small-town environment. Yet, his family soon moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where he would spend much of his childhood. Growing up in Cleveland, Harvey experienced a mix of challenges and formative experiences that would later influence his humor, perspective on life, and remarkable resilience. From a young age, he displayed an ability to connect with people through his personality and quick wit, traits that would eventually become hallmarks of his career. Education played a part in shaping Harvey's early trajectory, though it was not without its challenges. He attended Kent State University and later West Virginia University, but ultimately left college without graduating. Despite not completing a degree, Harvey demonstrated that formal education is only one path to success. As he cultivated life skills and personal discipline through various jobs and real-world experiences before stepping into the world of comedy, he held a variety of positions, including working in insurance sales. These early work experiences offered him insight into human behavior and provided a foundation for the observational humor that would become central to his stand-up routines. Harvey's journey into comedy officially began in 1985, a year that proved pivotal for his career. He entered an amateur night contest at a local comedy club and won, an achievement that sparked his decision to pursue stand-up comedy full-time. That moment marked the beginning of a dedicated period in which Harvey refined his skills, learned to read audiences, and developed a confident, magnetic stage presence that would come to define him. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, Harvey steadily gained recognition in comedy circuits for his sharp wit, relatable humor, and natural ability to engage with diverse audiences. His dedication perfecting his craft opened doors to larger venues, television appearances, and eventually mainstream fame. By the 1990s, Harvey's career had expanded far beyond stand-up comedy. In 1993, he became the host of its Showtime at the Apollo, a role he would hold until 2000. This opportunity allowed Harvey to showcase not only his comedic talent, but also his ability to connect with live audiences and elevate the performers on stage. Hosting the show helped solidify his reputation as a versatile entertainer who could effortlessly balance humor, charisma, and authenticity. Around this same period, Harvey explored television acting, first starring in the sitcom Me and The Boys from 1994 to 1995. While the show lasted only one season, it provided him with valuable acting experience and expanded his presence in the entertainment industry. Harvey's television career continued to flourish when he starred in The Steve Harvey Show from 1996 to 2002. This sitcom allowed him to further demonstrate his comedic timing, range, and ability to connect with viewers on a personal level. The show's popularity reinforced Harvey's status as a household name, earning him a dedicated fan base across the country. During this era, Harvey also joined the original Kings of Comedy tour, one of the most celebrated comedy tours of its time. The tour, which showcased the talents of leading African-American comedians, culminated in a film directed by Spike Lee that carried the same name. Harvey's involvement in the tour and the film cemented his reputation as one of the leading comedians of his generation, highlighting both his stage presence and cultural significance in the world of comedy. The 2000s marked a period of diversification for Harvey as he expanded his influence beyond stand-up and television into radio, literature, and film. He began hosting a variety of radio programs, eventually leading to the creation of the Steve Harvey Morning Show in 2005. The show quickly became a platform through which Harvey reached millions of listeners nationwide, offering a mix of humor, advice, and interviews that resonated with a wide audience. Around the same time, Harvey also explored authorship, producing several best-selling books. One of his most notable works, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, published in 2009, combined humor with practical advice, offering insights into relationships and personal development. The book's success underscored Harvey's ability to connect with people across multiple mediums, demonstrating his versatility as an entertainer and influencer. In 2010, Harvey reached another significant milestone when he began hosting Family Feud. His arrival on the show brought a new energy that dramatically boosted its ratings, revitalizing the long-running game show and introducing Harvey to an entirely new generation of viewers. Known for his sharp wit, playful interactions with contestants, and signature humor, Harvey quickly became a fan favorite. His presence on the show illustrated his adaptability and enduring appeal, proving that he can engage audiences not just through scripted material, but also in spontaneous, unscripted moments. The success of Family Feud further reinforced Harvey's position as a prominent figure in American entertainment and highlighted his skill at making people feel seen and entertained. Steve Harvey's Miss Universe and staff controversies. Steve Harvey's career has been defined by high-profile successes. Yet, even the most seasoned entertainers face moments that challenge their public image. In 2015, Harvey experienced one of the most widely publicized missteps of his career during the Miss Universe pageant, an event that instantly became the subject of international attention. While hosting a live broadcast, he mistakenly announced Miss Colombia Ariadna Gutierrez as the winner, when in fact the actual winner was Miss Philippines Pia Vortpa. The error occurred on a grand stage in front of millions of viewers worldwide, creating a situation that few in his position could navigate without difficulty. For someone known for his poise, confidence, and quick thinking on live television, this incident represented an exceptionally challenging moment. In the immediate aftermath, Harvey took full responsibility for the mistake, acknowledging publicly that the error was entirely his own and that neither the contestants nor the pageant organizers were at fault. In multiple statements following the event, he repeatedly apologized, calling the mix-up the most humiliating moment of his career. The sincerity of his apology was apparent as he faced the intense scrutiny heeded rather than deflecting blame or making excuses. Despite the embarrassment and overwhelming media coverage, Harvey's response demonstrated accountability and a willingness to own up to mistakes in a very public way. The incident, while shocking and widely discussed at the time, highlighted the pressures and unpredictability inherent in live entertainment, reminding audiences that even highly experienced hosts are human and susceptible to error. The Miss Universe mix-up quickly became a defining moment not only in Harvey's career, but also in public discussions about live television and celebrity responsibility. Across social media platforms, news outlets, and talk shows, people debated the incident for days, some criticizing Harvey's mistake, while others expressed empathy for the challenging position he was placed in. The global attention created both personal and professional pressure, requiring Harvey to navigate the dual challenges of public scrutiny and private disappointment. For entertainers like him, maintaining a professional reputation while handling unexpected high-stakes situations in real time is a delicate balancing act. Harvey's ability to confront the mistake openly, apologize sincerely, and accept full responsibility resonated with many fans and colleagues, reinforcing his image as a professional who is willing to face difficult situations directly. Over time, this approach helped shift the narrative from one solely of embarrassment to one of resilience, accountability, and the very human reality that even celebrated figures can experience mistakes on the world stage. Though the error briefly overshadowed some of his other accomplishments, it ultimately became a story about personal growth, professional responsibility, and navigating public life with integrity. The repercussions of the Miss Universe incident also underscore the intense pressures that come with fame, particularly in moments broadcast live to millions. Public figures are often expected to perform flawlessly, but live events inherently carry the risk of error. Harvey's experience revealed how one moment, no matter how brief, could dominate global conversations, influence public perception, and test even the most seasoned professionals. However, the situation also highlighted the importance of immediate accountability, as Harvey's willingness to apologize and accept responsibility helped prevent long-term damage to his reputation. His response offered an example how taking ownership of mistakes, coupled with sincere explanation, can mitigate the negative impact of public errors and preserve professional credibility. The incident also emphasized the human side of celebrity life, reminding audiences that public figures, despite their experience and skill, are not infallible. 2 years after the Miss Universe mix-up, Harvey faced another controversy in 2017, though this one was of a different nature. Unlike a high-profile public error, the 2017 situation involved a professional environment and raised questions about workplace culture and boundaries. A private email he had sent to staff on his talk show was leaked, revealing instructions that employees should not approach him in the hallway or his dressing room without an appointment. The leak sparked widespread discussion about professionalism, authority, and approachability in celebrity workspaces. Critics interpreted the memo as overly strict, suggesting that it reflected a lack of accessibility and potentially created an environment of distance or isolation between Harvey and his staff. For a public figure known for his charisma and relatability, this interpretation prompted questions about the balance between maintaining personal boundaries and fostering positive workplace relationships. Harvey, however, defended the message and clarified its intent. He explained that the email was meant to address situations in which some employees had taken advantage of his previously open-door policy. By setting boundaries, he sought to ensure that professional expectations were clear and that efficiency within the work environment could be maintained. The guidance was not intended to create hostility or discourage communication, but rather to establish structure and mutual respect between Harvey and his team. His explanation emphasized the importance of balancing authority with approachability in a high-profile professional setting. While the memo was initially met with criticism due to its leak and public interpretation, Harvey's defense highlighted his awareness of workplace dynamics and the necessity of boundaries to maintain a productive and respectful environment. Steve Harvey's legacy despite issues. By 2012, Steve Harvey had reached a milestone that marked the end of an era in his career. On August 2nd of that year, he performed his final stand-up comedy show, concluding a remarkable 27-year run as a live performer. Stand-up comedy had been the foundation of Harvey's rise to fame, allowing him to develop his signature humor, timing, and ability to connect with audiences on a deeply personal level. Over nearly 3 decades, Harvey honed his craft in clubs, theaters, and on tours, building a loyal following and establishing himself as one of the most respected comedians of his generation. Stepping away from live stand-up did not signify retirement from entertainment, but rather a strategic pivot to expand his influence into television, radio, and other media platforms. This transition allowed Harvey to explore new formats while leveraging the experience and insights he had gained from decades on the comedy stage. Immediately following his decision to step away from stand-up, Harvey launched The Steve Harvey Show, a daytime talk show that debuted in 2012. The show provided Harvey with a platform to engage with a wider audience, blending humor, interviews, and lifestyle content in a way that showcases versatility as an entertainer. Over the next several years, the program garnered multiple Daytime Emmy nominations, reflecting both its popularity and the industry's recognition of Harvey's skills as a host. The talk show format allowed him to connect with viewers in a more intimate and structured way than stand-up comedy permitted, demonstrating his ability to adapt to new mediums while maintaining the personal touch that always characterized his performances. The show became a cornerstone of his post-stand-up career, proving that his appeal extended far beyond the comedy stage. In 2015, Harvey further solidified his presence on live television by hosting the Miss Universe pageant, an opportunity that had significant visibility on a global scale. He continued to host the pageant in subsequent years, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021.